If you're a homemaker looking to make your time at home more productive, fulfilling, and creative, this podcast is perfect for you. Today's episode is all about providing inspiration for homemakers like yourself. We'll be discussing the daily challenges you might face and offering encouragement to help you overcome them. Let's dive in. Do you have recipes scattered across various platforms? Handwritten notes, magazine cutouts, and digital sources like Pinterest, Yummly, and All Recipes? As a recipe collector, I have recipes that have been passed down from my family members. These recipes were written on index cards and on spiral notebooks, which makes it difficult to find them when needed. I have discovered a solution to this problem. You can gather all your recipes from different sources and store them in a program on your computer. This will help you organize your recipes and create a binder that you can print out. Over the years, the recipes we make have changed. Our meals used to be heavy casseroles that were budget-friendly and fed our hungry teenagers. But now, with only one child at home and growing health concerns, we eat differently. However, I still want to keep these recipes because they are part of our family's history. In addition to handwritten recipes, there are also published cookbooks. Have you ever noticed that you only use a couple of recipes from each book? I do too. Keeping the entire book for just a few recipes takes up a lot of space. I couldn't get rid of the book until I found a way to capture the recipes. I personally like to use Yummly and Pinterest to save interesting recipes. Although I have tried some of them, many just remained as ideas. For the recipes that I frequently use but haven't memorized, I have to revisit the original recipe website to read and review the recipe. However, the presence of intrusive advertisements on these websites is a major annoyance. It can be frustrating to navigate through these ads to get to the information I need to prepare dinner quickly. As a side note, I choose not to incorporate ads on my two platforms, myheartscry.org and careerhomemakers.com, for this very reason. Ads can be incredibly annoying. Then there are paywall recipe platforms. These are much better than the free recipe sites with all the ads, but they can be costly, $50 to $80 a year. These tend to have well-written recipes that have been tested. One issue is that our recipes are scattered everywhere, in digital format, on paper, note cards, books, and magazines. Finding a specific recipe can be a challenge if we can't recall where it came from. Although digital storage may seem convenient, it has its own limitations, like the need for power or internet to access the recipes. To tackle this problem, I opted for a recipe program that allows me to print out a recipe book. There are many such programs available, but I prefer Homecookin for its simplicity and efficiency. With this program, I can customize my recipes into different sizes and formats. Over the past couple years, I have organized my recipes into sections for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts, along with subsections for each category, and printed them out and placed them in a binder. There are many programs available for making family recipe books. These look like they would work for this project as well. Here's some helpful hints that I learned along the way. When looking for recipes on different platforms, you can easily save them to your recipe program. Simply locate the recipe on the blog or website and copy and paste it into your program. It's always important to give credit to the recipe creator and to keep track of where you found the recipe in case you need it for reference later. If you prefer recipe books, you can use your phone camera to take a picture of the recipe and then copy and paste it into your program. For family recipes, try searching for them online. If you find the exact recipe, copy and paste it into your program. If not, you can take a picture of the recipe and try to translate it to print and type it out yourself. This can be done while multitasking, like watching TV or listening to a podcast. If you want to include pictures in your cookbook, you can take them yourself or borrow them from the internet. Just be sure to only use them for your personal use and not sell them in a cookbook. If you borrow pictures, you can easily replace them with your own when you make the recipe. Simply print out the recipe with your personalized picture and replace the old one in your binder. If you have any other ideas for collecting recipes, feel free to reach out to me at careerhomemakers.com in the About section. I would love to hear from you. I'm so glad you listened today. I hope you were encouraged, for you are not alone in your homemaking career. I'm your host, Kim Griffin. You'll find links in the show notes. Thanks for listening and have a goal-oriented, creative, and satisfying week.